Hey everybody, welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. We're continuing our career today. Looks like we're going to be spending some time in the dirt to begin out for the Brant 100 at Eldora. Eldora's a good one. I know somewhere in this calendar there's something real weird coming up. You see, the developers of this game seem to side with NASCAR in the idea that no idea is a bad idea and you should just roll with it. And we'll get more into that later. But first off, we need to do some practice here at Eldora. Looks like we've already been here. My setup's already set to loose. And let's go practicing. So it turns out we had an inkling of an idea when we were doing the multiplayer stuff that setups that you chose in your career would carry over to multiplayer even if you chose no custom setups. And yeah, that's probably why we had some balance issues and why some people were really fast some tracks and then not fast at others. They appear to have fixed that should we do some multiplayer in the future. I really want to. I think I've got Good and Kurt mostly convinced, mostly on board to at least do something. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll at least be something, so that should be fun. We can get that together. I still can't believe one Good Boulder Fist went out and bought a wheel. Like, he said it. He said he was gonna. I thought he was just joking. Like, I didn't think he would actually do it. But no, he bought like a full Monty G29 with the shifter and everything, and he's into it. So maybe we'll get him on board with that. He didn't really like the dirt. I will admit, the dirt does not seem very natural. If you're not too used to racing with a wheel, and especially in an arcade game like this, then it's pretty bizarre. But our car feels real good here in Eldora, so we'll go ahead and exit out of this. And let's go do some qualifying. That's a Y. Sun setting. We got a pink interior, thanks to the sunset. Alright, let's make sure we get a good run leading up to the start-finish line. Should be after this turn. Get a wide entry. Got a shallow exit, full throttle. Just like we practiced. For all those laps that we practiced. Just like that. Don't slide it too much. I think people might be surprised to find out that cars like this... 16th? That's awful. That's awful. What happened? What happened? Huh. What I was going to say is you might be surprised that these cars don't actually slide that much. You might think that dirt track racing is always like full sideways, but these cars don't do that. That's more a sprint car thing. They get sideways, but they're not like that constant 45-degree angle through the turns. Elliot Henderson starting from the back again. Oh wait, not the guy we hate? I think that's the guy we hate. Pretty sure that's our quote-unquote rival. Oh, I'm ready. I'm very ready. We got a lot of spots to make up. I think we're going to have to use and abuse that bottom lane. It's been noted, oh, hi there, sorry. I didn't really mean to do that. It's been noted that I tend to try the high lane a lot, and that it doesn't usually work out for me. And there was a comment of like, you know, why do you do this? It's much easier to pass on the bottom. And yeah, it sure is. But I like the challenge of trying to pass on the top side. I just wish they had spent a little bit more time with the dirt stuff, trying to get the top lane to work, trying to get like a berm to work on the outside, a little bit of a cushion, because that's really fun. I was watching some iRacing sprint cars because Gem Knight's running in a league, and I gave it good consideration to try and join them, but then I watched it and I'm just like, I don't know. It's so chaotic and it's so intense and everything happens so fast. I don't think I'd be getting any commentary or anything in, so I have to do it like purely on a pleasure basis, basically. Like I just have to do it for fun and not for content, and I don't really have time on the table to do something like that. But yeah, dirt track racing it's different, it's unique, and it's certainly a lot different than represented here, but I do have fun with this. I do enjoy it, even if it's not like super realistic. That is worth a few points, but I would like more points. We haven't won a race yet, and I want to. No pit. What do we got up here? The Gators up there. A little Hugh Eckerman. I'm ready. On the top side again for the start, which is unfortunate. Did you notice I can move around in these cars a lot more and kind of lean on people without it shooting me to the outside wall? They got something right with these dirt cars versus the pavement cars. Because you can actually make some contact and not get sent into the wall. It was also noted that I think a lot of the issues I was having at Dover had to do with my line, and I was kind of like infiltrating the AI's line. And the problem is they aren't willing enough to try different lines and move based on where your player position is. That's where the frustration came in. I think Dover's probably just a particularly bad example for it. Because we've had some fun races at other tracks. I don't know if I'm going to get third here. I'm trying to do it without hitting them. I've had too many mean tweets lately. Yeah, see, he's getting that better run on the exit. I gotta try and like not pinch myself down on exit so much. Let's try a high entry and get it down low. Almost got there. It didn't quite work out for me on the exit though. And I got to his bumper again. Well, it didn't really have a bumper, does it? Got to his back end again. Not quite. I'm gonna try and get some more off the start, I think. Hello, wall. Fourth place and 1 second repairs. I don't think we'll do that. Alright, I can run the top lane. We can't get out of this top lane.
We're going green. Are you ready?
Let's see if we can get to the bottom. In a hurry. See, we get a good jump. Now I'm stuck on the outside again. Oh, we got Brown sideways though. He's all messed up. Don't know what to do. Slide jump, slide jump. Slide jumped it right into the wall. Frick. Well, we're screwed now. Alright, let's try and get back to the top 5 at least. I tried to go for it, and it did not pay off for me. Oh man, I'm losing spots like crazy. Oh, stage racing. One of many reasons I'm not a big fan of it. We had a discussion going this morning on Discord about stage racing and how my biggest problem with it is the intermission phase, because they treat it like a full-blown caution, and it takes like 15 minutes to get the turnaround. Like, they've added 30 minutes, 45 minutes to the race time in order to do these stages, even though the stages were kind of made to deal with the fact the races were too long and they didn't hold people's interests. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. Boy, maybe I got more damage than I thought. This thing seems real slow now. Like, I'm getting passed left and right. And I don't have any pace all of a sudden. Clear, huh? Clear, huh? Great spotter. Real good. Yeah, but my ideal world, because I don't think the stages are going to go away, not now or probably not ever at this point. But I would like to see them do a quickie yellow. Like, why do you need more than 2 laps? Maybe 3, but 2 at the most. I don't understand why it has to take so long. And I don't know, the whole process just seems really cumbersome and annoying. The debate of are NASCAR races too long or not, I think really stems from the fact that we take so long for stuff now. Some of it due to safety, I'll admit. Like we're much more focused on keeping the track clear and everybody safe. That's kind of a crappy race on my part. And 8th place isn't terrible. Only 95 speed rating. Maybe I needed to try some setup stuff or something. But yeah, we're doing better with safety and whatnot, but we throw so many cautions now, some that are, you know, more ridiculous than others. We made long races, and we've made them really long. Still no wins, we're still second in points, but we're tied for second now. Ed Brown, the fastest lap, 15.4. Yeah, we weren't really close to that. I pretty much dominated that race. Alright, moving on. Moving on. So yeah, I guess if things aren't going to change with that, I would like to see them shorten the races instead of doing stages. That would be my ideal world. 17 fans. We did get our top 10. Uh-oh.
Don't worry about that last race. It happens to everybody. Just stay positive and focused and you'll be fine.
I mean, Makabe said we had a good race. Yeah, it wasn't that great, was it? I know. Thanks, Makabe. Didn't we used to hate him? I think so. Alright, well, what do we do next? Is it a truck race or is it a dirt race? It's a truck race. Okay. For Beaver Motorsports, 22nd, or top 22 with the 50 truck at Iowa. Well, I love Iowa, so that should be good. That is a mighty fine track. Hopefully this truck's a little bit better than the Cop one was. That was a bad truck. All right, I thought we were gonna do 2 dirt races back to back, but I think the next dirt race is gonna be the real dumb one. But I will dive into that subject a bit today too, and that is because NASCAR has been hinting at wanting to do some changes with the rules packages for next year for the Cup cars. They've been doing a lot of things to try and quote-unquote improve the racing, especially at the mile-and-a-half tracks. And the reason they're having to do that, same reason we have the Roval now, is because they signed a bunch of these tracks, or they signed all the tracks, into like a 10-year contract or something like that, that no dates would move. Why they did that, I'm not fully aware of or sure of, and it certainly has put them in a bad position. But now they're stuck with all of these mile-and-a-halfs that the fans and the drivers and everybody has pretty much decided they don't like. But, you know, they have to try and make the most of their product. That's basically what it boils down to. You know, that this is what they have. They gotta try and sell it now. So what they're doing is, instead of, you know, fixing the tracks or you know, trying to make the schedule a little bit more interesting, because they did try that with the Roval, and you know, it was basically the most they could do. What they're doing now instead, and what they have been trying to do, is to make the cars more interesting and make the racing more interesting by pulling little tricks with the cars. And they tried this at the All-Star race, where they put basically restrictor plates on the car that they will not call restrictor plates because NASCAR fans already know those are bad. They're calling them tapered spacers, even though it's essentially the same thing. But they're going to do that not just at the big tracks, the you know, drafting tracks. They're going to try and make every mile-and-a-half track and up into a drafting race is what they want. Because those are, you know, races full of drama and intrigue and crazy crashes and everything. They want that everywhere. I'm not a big fan of that, and the way they're doing that is taking away hundreds, literally hundreds of horsepower away from the cars. And they did a real cute thing where they tried to... Okay, stay on the apron here, I guess. Where they tried to make it sound like they were doing it to make the manufacturers happy. Saying that manufacturers, you know, new manufacturers won't enter the sport if we make this much power and stuff like that. But then they completely backed out of that argument within a day and admitted that basically this is, you know, just to make the mile-and-a-half tracks more interesting. I was particularly not happy with that announcement because I don't like the idea. I don't like the idea of really cheesing up the races and making them all into that, you know...
Your speed, driver. Hey, driver, you were too fast entering pit road.
Shut up.
Serve a penalty.
Okay, let me serve my penalty. Nope, I wanted this. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of the whole bunch them together with fake stuff mentality. And that's the direction they're going. They've announced it that it's official for like 15 races or something next season. They're going to be putting the restrictor plate on the cars, and they're going to put a huge spoiler on them and a big front splitter. So they're going to be huge drag, high downforce, low power cars. And they think that's going to make everything amazing. I think that's going to make for even more boring races once teams figure out how to take advantage of that, but what do I know? I mean, yeah, I'm not an engineer, not an aero guy. But even if it does make for, you know, quote-unquote pack racing, that's not the racing that I want to watch. That's not Daytona and Talladega. Okay, fine. If we do it 4 times a year, that's already more than enough. 27th, that ain't the worst. We gotta get 22nd. Hopefully we do better in the race. Let's start this race. Boy, I'm real babbly today, aren't I? Jennifer Jo Cobb should have a good race. Interesting. Cody Coughlin on pole. Jigs. And us. Oh, we're in Quapple's truck. Okay, so we know this is a back marker for sure. We already knew that. Alright, well at least they get off the line in a reasonable manner here. Let's use this inside lane to try and get some early positions here. It's still real slow out of the turns, just like that last truck was. And still very tight. Hopefully the high lane actually does something here, because we will need that. Seems like it does. It seems like you can actually hold it to the outside some. So that's much more fun. See how much more fun short track races are? Nascar killed them all. Because you can't get enough people here, right? That's what's important. You gotta get all 150,000 people there. Oh, what do you mean 150,000 people won't actually attend these races? Oh, that's unfortunate. Did it to themselves. I gave my big three, three reasons why NASCAR declined during that Discord discussion. And I can't remember exactly my 3 reasons now. Let me try. Well, I know number 1 was Dale. Like, losing Dale was a huge problem for the sport, because most popular driver and the connection from the past. Like, Dale was, for many people, the reason they kept watching, even in the modern era, when things, you know, weren't the same as they used to be. Well, that's no longer true. Once we lost him, and, you know, Junior certainly picked up some of that, but it wasn't certainly fair to have that happen, and it obviously, I think had a pretty, I would say, a negative effect on his career in general, beyond the fact of, you know, the team he drove for basically fell apart. There was a lot of factors there, but without a doubt, that was a huge factor in the decline. And then, with that, NASCAR also got the itch to try and make things different. Boy, how did we even just get past there? That's unbelievable. See if we can drive it in. Can, but we couldn't get in there. I might try and take some wedge out and try to put some tape on this thing and see if we can get it to turn a little better. This thing is nearly as slow as that last truck we drove, if not slower. So the second thing is NASCAR overcomplicating the sport. They tried so hard to get the audience more interested by adding complexity to the sport, and with that, they took away a huge part of the charm of the sport, which was how simple it was to watch. You know, it was a motorsport that you could get into and understand pretty easily, and you knew what was going on, and they who won the race were the winners, and that was that. They who scored the most points was the champion. It was simple. Now, a lot of the factors of what made it complicated, some of those have to do with kind of this last subject that I was talking about, and making the sport safer, but not all of them. Certainly not all of them. I'm really trying to find some new lines here to get some speed, but it's not working out too well for me. So yeah, that's somewhat related to the safety stuff, but most of it was just like trying to make it more interesting. But the chase, the playoffs, the stage racing, the stage points and all that, it's just not. It's not the same anymore. It's not something you can just pick up whenever you want and enjoy it. Hey, we got somebody that blew up. That will help us. Especially if he does that. There we go. There's a point, or there's not a point. There's a position. And we got some good run here. There. Please rotate though. Yeah, that was pretty good. It actually pointed up after the turn. So the third factor, still got one more factor to go here, is football. All of this happened at the exact same time that the NFL and college football went insane. Like, absolutely insane. The popularity of football in this country is... I can't believe it. Like, it just seems insurmountable. Like, how could anything else possibly compete with that? Especially since, you know, they happen at the same time. And now football basically happens every day during the season. But for as popular as it's gotten, that was even staged. Fifth. They didn't really change very much, did they? I mean, it's not like they completely changed the format or anything. They just kept investing in it and kept making it work more. Do you need to pit? I would like to... Wait, what? Stage 2 fuel estimate, 15 laps. Well, how much more do I need then? I don't know how much more we have in the race. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we only lost one position in that scuffle. Hopefully everybody took two. I wish it would tell me what people did. Not happy about the on the outside, but I don't think that's as bad here as it was at the last track at Dover. They're going 3 wide into the wall though. They got pushed. Oh, Okay. This is serious. Hold on. Boy, they've made this game a lot harder, I will tell you that much. It used to be that even in the backmarker teams, you could drive to the front with them if you really pushed it, but no, these slower trucks are really slower trucks now. Block off that inside. Oh, okay. We're getting hit on the inside and the outside. That was dicey. We got the inside again. This is some hard-fought 25th place racing right here. I really need to go further forward. I don't know that it's gonna happen. I didn't take any wedge out, but I did put a little tape on it. Should help. All right, we got some breathing room behind us, and those two are racing in front of us. Can't get it to turn. I gotta hold that bottom like they are, even if I need a wider entry to do it. Okay, I guess that was too wide. I mean, I'm gonna go to exit when I do that, but it's not gonna help if they get under me. Really get it slowed up in the center. I can hold them off that way, but I can't pass them that way. Wow, look at the run he got on the exit. That's just power. That is just more engine than we have. There's no other explanation for that. When you're getting beat that much out of the turns.
Stay high. Careful, still there.
Unless the gearing just way off? I don't know. Something ain't right. I almost wonder if I'm having like some pedal calibration issues or something. I don't know. I don't understand why we are so much slower. I don't know what I'm gonna do to get more positions. We're in a little bit better shape than we were in the last truck, but we gotta be further up the field than we were last time. I almost wonder if I should have taken 4 to try and get an advantage, or maybe taken none, splash of fuel. We have enough fuel. What we need is some more engines to blow or something.
5 to go. You got this.
Now, while we're in the trucks here, a defense of these rules and everything is that the trucks basically run that package. They're very high drag, high downforce, low power. That's fine, that's good. They're a feeder series. They're supposed to be easier to drive. They're supposed to be, you know, the entry-level stuff. If you make Cup that, then what's the point of moving up? You know, what are you going for? I don't understand it. The Cup should be for the best of the best, those that can drive the toughest to drive, the fastest. It is funny that IndyCar announced on the same week that they're adding power, and then Formula One announced a couple days later that they're adding power, and NASCAR's like, yeah, we're gonna reduce by 200 horsepower. It was very comedic timing. It might work. I'm not the kind of person that's sitting there like internet keyboard warrior. I'm never gonna watch NASCAR again. I'm gonna go watch IndyCar. No, I'll keep watching. I'm still a fan, but they're doing a lot to try to reduce my interest. They're doing everything they can to make me not a fan. I almost don't want to pass Klingerman here, because if I do, that means I start on the outside for sure. If nobody pits or there's no changes in the next stage. It did get better throughout the run. I feel like I found a bit of a groove here late, but it's not enough to pass anybody. Just no. 25th again, I think. Well, maybe it was 24th last time. Just gotta pass 3 of them. How hard could that be? Alright, we got plenty of fuel. Nobody's going to be pitting, unfortunately. But we should be starting on the inside. Yep. Let's try and make the most of the start. I'm going to try and sail it into turn 1.
Going green this time. Be ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Outside, outside.
Taking 3 wide of the line.
Still there.
See, this would do it. If we can hold it down into here.
Stay on the bottom here.
Whatever you do, don't lose that bottom lane cone.
Car there is on the outside. Outside.
Whatever you do, oh, you just get out of here. I've lost the bottom lane. That's what I said I wasn't gonna do.
Inside, inside.
Ah, they're just blowing by me again.
You're all clear up top.
Ah, he said all clear before he said up top. Fricker.
Inside, inside.
I thought we were all clear. I didn't.
Bottom lane's clear.
I lost that position just because I ran it down into the truck next to me. Spotter desperately needs improvement. Ooh, that was nice. I don't think it'll hold it in the middle though. Nope. Oh, this is infuriating. And we're back to 25th. Apparently we just have a 25th place truck. Get pooped. Oh, buddy, did it get tight there. Driving it.
Stay on the bottom right here.
Okay. Well, not exactly how I'd like to get things done, but this is desperate times now.
All clear.
Driving for my livelihood here. I'm never going to get a truck off her if I don't pass a single one of the hot seat challenges. Those two side by side should be giving me a good run here, but somehow he has enough grip to do it. That's not going to happen. I mean, we do have quite a few laps to go here, but if they start single filing out, there's nothing we can do, basically, is what I learned in the last stage. And that's what's happening. If his tires are going or something, he's taking that real wide entry. It's really leaving it open for me. But that's 23rd, that's not the position we need. I'm sorry, buddy. You left the door open for me. I'm sorry. Desperate times.
Careful now. Still there. Top lane's free here. Use it if you need it. Top lane's free.
Top lane's free. Spotter sucks so much. You wouldn't think that would be the hardest thing to code into a game. Gosh, look at the way they get to run on the exit.
Inside.
It's truly magical. Like,
Solid. 10 laps. 10 laps. Concentrate for me.
definitely not believable. I'm sorry. That's super frustrating. Ah, 24th. The best we're going to be able to do, I think. Unless there's a caution or something. This is definitely a very different tale than the last game was. Very different tale. I said the last one was too easy. They were like, hey, I got something for you. Look at that. I'm foot to the floor on the bottom of the track, and he's just going to drive by me.
Careful. Still there.
Tell me that's not infuriating. I'm going to go look at my calibration stuff after this. I think there's some shenanigans afoot or something. Like, How is it possible that it's that slow out of the turns? Well, at least we had good discussion today. But these truck races have been just awful. It's a sign of the future. It's what I was talking about with NASCAR taking away power from the cars. It's gonna make the races boring. Oh man. What's frustrating is I think if we don't do well in these like 3-star teams, we're never even gonna get an offer for a 4-star team. I'm still just getting absolutely run over. There he goes.
Still there.
This don't feel good. This don't feel good, video game. 5 laps to go. I mean, I'm turning the exact same times I was. It's not like I'm going slower. He's just gonna drive away. Bye. I do have an issue with my pedals, where the gas pedal has about a 10-degree variance in calibration. Usually it only affects the bottom, but I'm worried in this game it's affecting the top, like it's not giving full throttle. But there's no pedal box, so it doesn't show you. But I'm just getting my doors blown off right now. It's like I put a parachute out or something. This is just sad. This is just sad. I wonder how I could test that. Can I actually... Hold on. No, there's no options in here. Frick. How do I resume? Ooh, that was abrupt. That was a very abrupt resume. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I know this is probably very frustrating to watch, but there's, like, not much I can do about it, it seems. Yeah, we just got lapped. Bye! Bye! I mean, they're going 10 miles an hour faster than I am. Oh, man. Something changed there that last stage. Something happened. Because we were keeping up in the second one. And then all of a sudden, they just ran away from me. Yeah, somebody blew up, but they're not going to throw a caution, of course. That was the end of the race? Oh, I guess we were left down, weren't we? 93 speed rating. Left down 27. I don't know what to tell you about that. I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel good, I can tell you that much. I hate to say it, but we might have to lower the difficulty? I don't understand why. We're doing fine in the dirt. Like, the dirt track races have been great. Really enjoyable. But, these truck races... That's not too good. I mean, that's a 3-star team. What's a 2-star team, then? I'm not keeping my cool at all, Matt Snyder. Alright, well, I guess I got some homework to do for next time. I hope you enjoyed the discussion, even if the race sucked. First race was fun. Oh no, it's the dumb track. Oh, just wait till you see what they make us do next time. Oh no.